To have an effective live synchronous session, the key, the very key, the ultimate key is engagement. It has been what, 4 months, 5 months, 6 months? We have done a lot of synchronous teaching. Pak Bu, kalau saya harus ngomongin kata synchronous, bakal capek ya di video ini. So I'm just going to use live sessions. They refer to the same thing anyway, okay? Engagement adalah hal yang penting dan bahkan mungkin paling penting in an online teaching. Ini kita di sini ngajar pakai Zoom atau Gmeet or other platforms, and our students are over there. We don't know what is actually happening to them, okay? There are so many things that we cannot control, tapi kita tetap terus berusaha untuk engage them. Gimana caranya? Well, this video will share about some tips on how just to do that. Tips-tipsnya akan kita bagi jadi dua ya. Satu, something dealing with technology, and the other one, something dealing with methodology. Yang soal teknologi, jelas, we have to know our technology. Have students' camera on. I know, kuota kecil sering jadi masalah ya, dan juga jadi alasan kenapa anak-anak tidak mau menghidupkan cam mereka. But you know what? They don't have to turn on their cam the whole lesson. Maybe just some parts of the lesson. Misalnya Bapak Ibu punya 5 activities on one session. Maybe 2 activities, they have to turn their cam on. But the rest of the activities, they can just turn them off. Terus bagaimana ngecek engagementnya? Maximize the chat box. Kalau ada pertanyaan, jawabannya bisa kapan aja. Yes. Asalkan instruksinya jelas, target activitiesnya jelas, dan ada contohnya. Contohnya ya, today's topic is about environment, it's about recycling. Students, in the chat box, I want you to type 3 things you can recycle. I will wait for you for 1 minute. Again, students, in the chat box, I want you to type 3 things you can recycle. I will wait for you for 1 minute. For example, sudah jelas ya instruksinya? Dan Bapak Ibu, I use the same sentence. And of course, I will type it in the chat box. And then also, I will give the example. Also, Bapak Ibu, if you have long activities, for example, for 10 minutes, you know what, 10 minutes is already a long activity if it's done online, okay? Then maybe you want to check how your students are doing from time to time. Use simple questions, for example. Is it easy? Is it hard? Have you finished? Again, kalau dalam situasi semacam itu, pertanyaannya gampang-gampang aja. You just want to build engagement, not to make them confused, okay? If they still don't understand about the lesson, then you can review the lesson at the end of the whole session. Kalau Bapak Ibu pakai Zoom, Bapak Ibu juga tahu kan kalau kita punya tombol reaction. Basically, we can also use that to keep our students engaged to the lesson. Nah, the problem adalah gimana kalau nggak ada reaction buttonnya in our platform, right? Kalau gitu kita maksimalin aja the chat box. We can still have students' reactions, but via the chat box. Mungkin Bapak Ibu juga bisa memulai building feedback system, pakai nomor aja gitu ya. For example, after you finish explaining about something, then you ask your students to type number 1, 2, 3, or 4. Number 1 means do not understand completely. Number 2, do not understand. Number 3, understand. Number 4, understand completely. Or something like that. Jadi setelah selesai Bapak Ibu menjelaskan sesuatu, then they can give the feedback. Dan sebelum menjelaskan, dikasih tahu dulu ya. So it looks like this. Okay, students, I'm going to explain something to you. I want you to listen to my explanation. And after I have finished explaining, I want you to give me feedback. Remember our feedback system? 1 means do not completely understand. Okay? Number 2, do not understand. Number 3, understand. Number 4, understand completely. Do you know what to do? Yep, good. Atau reaction can be made very simple, Pak Bu. You can just say yay or nay. So for example, after you play a game, then you ask the students, so students, what do you think about the game? Say a yay or a nay. Then you can just type it on the chat box if you don't have reaction button. Okay, so those are the tips related to your technology. But now let's talk about the tips related to our methodology. How can we keep students engaged? Well, the easier one would be ask questions. Asking questions is the good and simple way to actually build engagement. Kan di kelas biasanya Bapak Ibu yang bertanya kepada murid-muridnya gitu kan ya. Try building a culture, class culture, in which students ask questions to other students. Kalau culture ini sudah terbentuk, our job will be very easy. Kita mungkin sering melihatnya sebagai, anak-anak rame nih saling ngobrol di Zoom gitu ya. But well, if they still talk about the lesson and there's a specific session for that, it's a good thing, but it's engagement. Next tip, make your lessons meaningful. Now, this is rather challenging actually because we have our books ready. The materials are on our books. We tend to just follow the materials on the book. But Pak Bu, we can always personalize it. Apalagi ketika topik-topiknya atau beberapa activities in our books nggak begitu nyambung dengan kehidupan our students. Okay? This is a simple example. Say you're teaching about instructions. Lalu di bukunya ada instructions how to make instant noodle. Kalau misalnya Bapak Ibu ngajarin itu ke anak-anak kaya misalnya atau anak-anak yang SMP kelas 7 gitu ya misalnya, they have probably never made instant noodle in their lives because the parents usually do that for them. So in that situation, what we can do is create context. Contohnya, you can just ask students to imagine something. Students, I want you to imagine something. It's raining at night and you are alone. Your father is not there, your mother is not there, your sister is not there, your brother is not there. You are just alone and you are hungry. What would you do? Well, you can make instant noodle. Do you know how to do that? And then, you go to the lesson once the lesson is personalized. Moga-moga aja nih ketika ditanya, what would you do when you're hungry at home alone? They don't say, order GoFood. Besides making our lesson meaningful, we should also make our lessons interesting. What do you have in mind now? Game? Kahoot? Well, that's like everybody's favorite game, right? But it doesn't have to be Kahoot. Karena game-game semacam itu membuat anak menghabiskan kuota. Daripada main game itu, mendingan have their cam on. Okay? That's more engagement. Okay lah main Kahoot sometimes gitu ya, but not like in every live sessions that you do. Sometimes simple activities can be very interesting for your students. Try to check out the playlist that I've created in my YouTube channel ya Pak Bu. Hopefully you will find something there that is interesting for your students and perhaps yourself. My last tip, make your lessons varied and short. Variety and duration of a lesson is very important, especially in a live session. Mari kita hitung-hitungan matematika kasar. Misalnya, you have 60 minutes to teach in a live session. How many activities would you do? Paling nggak minimal ya, 4 to 5 activities in 60 minutes. Ini misalnya untuk opening and review and chit-chat, you have 5 minutes. Jangan lama-lama ya Pak Budi sini. Biasanya ini lama-lama nih. Because we tend to wait for students to go online, So this is only a chit-chat moment, this is only a warm-up. So perhaps kalau mereka lama nunggu masuknya, mereka udah warm-up sendiri gitu ya. Jadi ketika mereka masuk, mereka udah ready. Presentation, 10 minutes. Make it very effective. Practice 1, 15 minutes. Practice 2, 15 minutes. Practice 3, 10 minutes. And maybe the closing, 5 minutes. Itu sekali lagi dengan kasar ya, belum mempertimbangkan macam-macam. And also, internet connection or maybe like the type of activities that you do. But the idea is that make your activities varied and short. That will keep students engaged to the lesson. Hitung-hitungan kasar tadi make sense gak buat Bapak Ibu? Kalau make sense atau tidak make sense, please leave it in the comment below. Sekalian Bu, like this video, subscribe to this channel, and then share this video with your friends, biar manfaatnya bisa kemana-mana. Okay, so those are the tips to keep our students engaged. Bapak Ibu, kalau tips-tips di atas sudah dicobain, good. Kalau belum, cobain yuk. Good luck.